Hi, I'm going to explain a little bit to you about factorising a quadratic expression. So we've got x squared plus 3x plus 2. We know that we've got an invisible 1 in front of the x squared. So if we click on this button here, we get a hint. We need to find two numbers that sum to 3 whose product is 2. That basically means two numbers that multiply together to give 2 that will add together to give 3. So the two numbers that we're looking for are 2 and 1. Multiply together to give 2. If we add them together, 2 add 1 gives us 3. So we're going to split that 3x in the middle up into x and 2x. So we've still got exactly the same expression here, x squared plus x plus 2x plus 2. It's just that the x and the 2x combine together to make the 3x. Now we're going to place this into a multiplication grid. X squared is there. We've got our plus 2 in the bottom right hand corner. Now this plus x and the 2x that we've got split up, we're going to put into these two grids here. Now we're looking now to factorise these two, x squared plus 2x. So x is the term that comes out, so we have an x there. X multiplied by x will give us x multiplied by x will give us x squared, and now x multiplied by what is going to give us plus 2x, that's going to be plus 2. And finally, x times by what is going to give us 1x, well that's plus 1. And we factorise into double brackets, we're going to have x plus 1 in one bracket and x plus 2 in the second bracket. So this time we've got x squared minus 4x plus 3. So if we click on our hint here, it tells us that we're looking for two numbers that sum to minus 4 whose product is 3. So two numbers that multiply together to give 3, that when we add them together give us negative 4. So we're looking for the factors of positive 3 is negative 3 multiplied by negative 1. If we add those together, minus 3 add minus 1 will give minus 4. So we're going to split the minus 4x up into minus 3x minus x. I'm going to pop that into our multiplication grid. X squared in the top left hand corner, in the bottom right hand corner plus 3, and then the two diagonal corners, they combine together to give us a minus 4x. So x needs to come here, x here, x times x is x squared, x multiplied by minus 1 will give us minus x, so we're going to have minus 1 here, and x multiplied by minus 3 will give us our minus 3x. So our two brackets are going to be x minus 3 and x minus 1. The order doesn't matter there, it could have the x minus 3 first and x minus 1 second. Now this time we're going to factorise x squared plus 3x minus 4. So our hint is we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give minus 4, that add together to give plus 3x. So our two numbers that we're looking for, I'm going to split them up here, are positive 4 and minus 1. 4 times minus 1 gives us minus 4, and 4 add minus 1 gives us plus 3x. Now we're looking for a positive and negative number. Because we've got plus 3x here, the positive number is always going to be the bigger number, so plus 4. Pop those into our grid. We've got x squared minus 4, and then these two diagonals will give me the two terms that we split up. So x times by x is going to give us x squared, and then x times by plus 4 will give us 4x. X multiplied by minus 1 will give us minus x, and minus 1 times 4 is going to give us minus 4. So in our brackets we're going to have x minus 1 and x plus 4. The final one we're going to look at is factorise x squared minus x minus 20. We're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give minus 20, add together to give minus 1x. So the larger number is going to be the negative number. So minus 5 and plus 4, they add together to give minus 1, multiply together to give minus 20. Put it into our multiplication grid. X squared minus 20, our two diagonals have to add together to give minus 1. So x times by x gives us x squared, x times plus 4 gives us plus 4x, x times minus 5 gives us our minus 5x. Minus 5 times 4 is minus 20. Our two brackets are going to be x plus 4 and x minus 5.